Hey guys, it's Siobhan. So I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that left me such nice and encouraging messages and comments on my previous video, which was my 9/11 experience. And I wasn't really sure how you guys would react to my telling of the story. I knew I would get a couple of messages, I just didn't expect to get so many. And yeah, it's sort of a sore topic for me and for my family, and it really helped in this sort of strange way, especially because I didn't expect it. And yeah. So, you know, I know I've said this before, I started my YouTube channel as a way to make friends because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and when I hit 500 subscribers, that was actually my original goal. And then I started to feel a little bit more ambitious about the whole thing, and I was like, oh man, wouldn't it be cool to be partner, and you know, this would be so exciting, I could really make some sort of, I don't know, name for myself, or start some kind of blog or business, you know. And when I began to read all of the comments that I got on my previous video, which was probably the most personal thing I could have recorded, it sort of reminded me of why I signed up for YouTube in the first place, and I just thank you for grounding me again. The whole point was to make friends, to meet other people from different countries and different states with different life stories, and I have, and I'm really excited about that. So I have gotten a lot of messages about whether or not I actually went down to ground zero, and I wanted to tell you guys that I did. We went the night before. My husband took me and my daughter for Indian food in the East Village, and when dinner was almost finished, he was like, well, do you want to walk around? Is there anything else you want to do? And I said, well, yeah, I want to see the lights. And I've seen them before. Every year they're lit up. But this was a special year, and of course I wanted to see them. So we walked to the west side, and then we walked downtown in my old neighborhood, and they weren't on. And the whole downtown area was sort of blocked off. I mean, so many cops in uniform and out of uniform. There were dogs, barricades everywhere. So it was just kind of it was a little disappointing that I couldn't pay my respects, but at the same time I was really glad that we went down there and we got to see how very well guarded the memorial was. So I was glad for that. And of course September 11th was the next day, and I watched it on TV with I guess all of you guys, and they read out all the names, which was incredible. I watched the entire thing. And later that day we went to have lunch with my dad. He lives on 28th Street in Chelsea, and yeah, I think we took a cab down because we were late. We're always late. And we had lunch, and then we walked around, we did a little bit of shopping, and you know, we hung out for a little bit. And yeah, after that, you know, my dad and his partner, they had to go do their own stuff, I guess, and my husband and I decided that we were gonna walk home, and we live on the Upper East Side in the 70s, so it's quite a long walk. And we went through Times Square, and I've got some pictures of it. I didn't bring my camera, but there were pictures on my husband's cell phone. I don't know, maybe I'll get those up on my Facebook page. But we walked through Times Square, and again, it was very well guarded. There were police horses and dogs, and you know, everyone just kind of seemed to be in a very somber, respectful mood, which was kind of a good thing, I guess, you know. But seemed a little ridiculous to go shopping, actually, now that I think of it, when so many people were grieving. And it's still very fresh, you know, it really does feel like it happened yesterday. anyway, we then walked down to Rockefeller Center, and around the where the ice skating rink is, there's flags of every nation, and they took all the other flags down and they only left an American flag up, and it was at half-mast. And I thought that was really wonderful. And then we walked down Fifth Avenue all the way to our apartment. And Fifth Avenue was the same. It was very quiet. There were services being held in St. Pat's, in St. Thomas, but I didn't really want to go into the churches. I don't know. I kind of didn't. I didn't feel up to it. Anyway, God knows how I feel, so that's fine with me. And yeah, the next day was my daughter's first day of preschool. It was the first time that we were going to be separated at all, because as I said, I'm a stay-at-home mom. She's never been to any kind of nursery school before, so it was a really big deal for me. And I was super nervous about leaving her, and you know, I wasn't sure if she'd behave. I think it was probably more painful for a first-time mom than for their child. So my mom, she actually moved to Pennsylvania, and she lives in a little artsy-fartsy town called New Hope with her husband, and she came in on the train, and she went to visit a friend, and then she came over to our apartment and she slept over, and the next day she took us, or she went with us to Finn's school. And that was cool. You know, Fanula didn't seem to have any issue about me leaving at all, which was sort of like, oh my god, Schrader. Yeah. And then my mom and I, we were alone for the first time in a very long time. I don't see my mom as often as I used to, or as often as I'd like, so it was nice to be with her, and we went downtown to pay her respects. And I don't know if you guys know this, but if you're in New York and you want to see the memorial, you have to reserve tickets. And I think they're doing it sort of so that they can moderate who comes in and how many people come in at a time, which is a good thing, considering that it's, you know, people take pictures, but it's also sort of like a sacred place, and it shouldn't be trampled by millions of people all at once. Yeah, so if you're coming to New York and you want to see it and you want to pay your respects, you have to go onto the website and you have to reserve your tickets. They're free. You can do a donation if you want to. I think the next few free tickets are going to be later in September, so everything was kind of booked up. I guess most of New York wanted to go the next day, or the next week, this whole week. We went down to the river, and we went to the Irish Famine Memorial, which is really cool. All the stones are from Ireland, and it's just, you know, to commemorate all the Irish people that died emigrating here, and died back in Ireland too, I guess. And there are quite a few Irish people in New York, so it's appropriate that it's there, I guess. And I thought it was really great because I went to St. Joseph's Catholic Grammar School, which was on Washington Place and 6th Avenue, and there was sort of a plaque that said St. Joseph's Church donated such and such money to this memorial. And my mom told me about my grandmother having visited the memorial with her once, and they were delighted to see that. And I was thinking a lot about my grandmother, and you know, about how much my life has changed in 10 years, and a lot. So many things have happened to me. It's really surreal. It's really surreal to think about. I don't know. And then after that, we walked along the river, and I took some pictures. We went past the Winter Garden, which is part of the World Trade Center, and we went in there, and we went up on the steps, and we were able to see the memorial. I did take pictures. And then after that, we walked around a little bit downtown, and we saw all the tourists, and there were a lot of reporters. We went into the not into the WTC Museum, Visitor Center. Yeah, it was my first time there. Sorry, I had to remember it. And there were a lot of reporters outside. I again took pictures and video of that. And then we walked kind of around the entire site because you used to be able to kind of look through the gate right in front of Century 21. There's a huge Century 21 there. And it's a little sad going in there or going past there thinking about, you know, all the girls who must have worked in the towers. They went shopping there and, you know, it's just strange. But right in front of that store there was like a gate and you could kind of look through the gate and see the site. And you kind of can, but they really do have it very blocked off and very private now, which actually is a really good thing, I think. So yeah, we walked all around, we saw the new tower, which is beautiful, and I'm excited to see it be finished, and yeah. And then our last stop, which was just amazing and incredibly appropriate, was St. Paul's, and I think it's probably one of the oldest churches in the city, and it was one of the only structures next to the World Trade Center that didn't collapse or get like horrifically damaged. So going to the church was really, really appropriate. There was a choir there and a small orchestra, and they were having rehearsal, so it was kind of casual, but they were playing really beautiful music nonetheless, and my mom and I got to sit and meditate for a while. We had somewhat of an emotional moment together, and you know, the whole day was emotional for me with my daughter having gone off to school for the first time. Even if it hadn't been September 11th, yeah, it would have been really, really emotional for me. But, yeah, they have a lot of memorials and plaques and missing posters and just all around the church. So I took my camera and I took photographs and I took some video. And I wanted to share all of my day with you guys since I had gotten such positive feedback back from you. And I guess I took a lot of pictures. I'll try to put them each up. And I did take pictures of like the written words and the plaques so that you would know what everything is. And I guess you can pause the video so you can read it if you want to. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. Made my peace with it, and I was with my mom, which was really special, and I want to go back to doing hair on my channel now. Yeah, but I really, 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 really appreciate all the comments from you guys, and I won't forget them, so thank you. And yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Bye. Okay, this is the entrance. Find it?
St. Joseph's Roman Catholic Church, 6th Avenue.
Oh my god, it's my church. I don't know. I need to go to the top. Alright, the stones are from Ireland, but like I wonder about the plants.
Some of the plants are too.
Wow, that's cool. What idiot would? Some. I know, kind of. They are, right? Like you could put your foot
in between. And Hudson River. Let's see. It's good up here. Oh, look at the duck in the pond. There's ducks in the pond. I've never seen those. There's the new tower. It's pretty big. Here she is. Statue.
Remember, the Hudson River is an estuary shore, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yes.
Girl.
Do you remember when Chris fell in those fountains?
Oh, yes. This was what was so heartbreaking.
Yeah. But you should see it at Halloween with all the kids in it.
I'd love to.
Oh, it's so cool.
Come.
Yeah, then you could babysit her so we can go out.
I'd be more than happy to do that.
I haven't been to a real like party where there's like grown-ups at Halloween. Halloween's like one of those holidays. There's Halloween, New Year's Eve, and there's one other where everybody's like, sorry, not gonna babysit. No, St. Patrick's is okay because Finn goes to the parade with me. Yeah, my brother fell into this. How old was Chris when he fell in?
About 3.
And it was cold that day and gray and raining.
Not so bad.
No, I remember it being cold. There it is. That's the closest we'll get to the waterfalls today.
We can walk along and see, sure.
Yeah.
You know.
There they are. They're so pretty.
Yeah, that they did well.
Anyway, this is where they stood, right here in this empty spot. You can see the trees across the street. There's the tower, New Freedom Tower.
Every morning when I leave the house and I go in, so I always talk to girls in. I always think of Michael, like every day I do, talking to his 2 girls. Because he missed out on it. Yes, I do.
I would say to myself, it could be worse. So I think that's how I go get by. I get very frustrated if I drop something, I can't pick it up, I get frustrated. But I say, you know what, then use another hand. So I'm learning to cope with everything I have.
Just like everybody else, I wish I could have stood there and pulled the towers up. I'm here, they're not, survivor's guilt. I mean, it's...
gorgeous. not the composer, I'm sorry, the conductor.